now when he comes back and he's tired or something, if he wants to rest, he can go and rest. If I want to rest, I can go and rest because there's nothing much to do. It's just to like heat the food and it's ready. After we have that rest time, he likes to like maybe watch movies or something. I'm not so much of a movie person, but I was intentional in knowing that okay, he likes to watch movies and adaptability. Let me spend more like to spend time with him. I'm watching movies with him. Do you get? So
thank you very much. I have one last question before I'll let you say any other thing you feel would bless or inspire our audience. What would you say to encourage couples that are already expatriates or that are planning to relocate out of one country to another? Maybe I should give a little context because there's always this news or this popular thing that we just hear that people that relocate out of one country to another and the marriages don't last, you know. There's a popular one, maybe because I'm in the UK, but there's this popular one that UK breaks marriages, and you kind of ask, is it the same? Because I've seen marriages that are not working, and I'm seeing those that are working. So you would want to put maybe context into that. What would you say to people who are planning to relocate? What should they what should they look out for? What should they plan to do, or how should they get prepared before they take that big decision?
so would it be like for people that are already married or people that are coming single? Because I feel like you'll be different things.
Yeah, I think we should for people that are planning to move in, they're already married. Yes, they're already married. They're planning to move out of one place to another. Or people that are already here and are still having some tough time blending in and balancing family and marriage life with their new.
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I would say it's important to be open-minded. There are lots of things that you do anywhere you go now, like even for jobs when you're applying, they'll tell you that you need to be flexible and adaptable to like different situations. So whether you're here already or like you're coming from a different country into this place, like there are different situations and different scenarios that would come up, and you just need to be open-minded and have that ability or the mind to like adapt to a situation. And the ability to adapt comes from like, should I say, that love, friendship, care, or support that you have for each other. Because as much as I mean, he has spoken about when I was schooling and all of that, there was a time where his job was like he would work at odd hours. He would go like, maybe you know how the weather is here. It's different from how it was at home. So he'll go out in like those odd weathers, and just being prepared to like, understand how, or put yourself in that shoe, understand how he would feel when he's coming back. And that's not the time where you want to start talking about things or demanding for things. Rather think about, if you were the one coming back, how would you want to be treated? Like maybe just, should I say, make the home wherever home is for you, even if it's in like one room or something, make it warm, maybe run a bath, let them like just rest or relax. That's not the time I'll tell him to come and start helping me with anything, even though I might be stressed or I might be dealing with schoolwork at that time. But it's just being able to like look at that person who you've called like your partner or your husband to like, let's say, show compassion, really. And yeah, I would say that's it. And all of this comes from, like I said, love, support, and then the friendship as well, because we are communicating. I know what he has been doing or what his day has been like, and I want to like relieve that stress from him. So the same thing that he does for me, like he was talking earlier, when he sees that maybe I'm doing schoolwork, it may not be physically exerting, but it can be mentally and emotionally, draining. That's not something that you'd see. And someone else will see it as you've just been sitting on the bed on your laptop, just typing, doing nothing all day. Do you get? Exactly. So it's just that act of like service. They are just like, it's all love, because everything I'm mentioning now, it's built up in like love and friendship. And um yeah, I think so. I feel like there was something else I was going to say, but I can't remember now.
Yeah, and then also from based on statistics, if you check, I might be wrong. Most of the issues people have in marriage, especially people that relocate, will be financial. So it's dicey in the UK. Let me not generalize and say UK. Let me say when you move abroad, because Nigeria, most times men see themselves as providers, right? But then when you move in the UK, because of bills, you don't want to die young. So there has to be that synchronization between the husband and the wife. So a lot of people spend money to relocate. And of course, some people have debts to pay and all that. And then some people also have to, like, depending on your situation and all that. So most times when people come, there's this expectation of you're the provider, continue providing. And then some people, their spouses are working. So why don't you contribute? Just have a synchronization. It must not be joint account, because it took a while before we had the joint account as we moved here, but we had to discuss and then see reasons why you need it. From Nigeria, I didn't see the reasons why I should have joint accounts. Like, it's my money, is your money. Let's anything we want to do, let's do it. So if you check, most people are still battling with that. Do you really need a joint account? Okay, fine. If you don't need a joint account, let it be that we have responsibilities, that we are shared responsibilities. Okay, I'll pay the rent. You handle the electricity and Wi-Fi and other things. Exactly. It might not even be that big. It might be groceries. So if you check now, it might be financial problems that they are having. Because if you check, people are married 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and they come here and they start having issues. Also, another thing I'll say that contributes to issues with marriage or people's marriages abroad is the shift patterns, job patterns. Most people are in jobs where it's like a changeover switch. As the man is coming back, the wife is going, and vice versa. And then before you know, 1 year is gone, 2 years gone, and you're like, I don't even know my wife again. I don't know my husband again, and stuff like that. And before you know, of course, we are human beings. And then before you know, people start getting attention outside. And then you now find out that this person that doesn't usually look outside, they're beginning to look outside because they're getting attention outside. So the woman comes back, she's trying to look good for her husband. He doesn't notice it because as she comes back, he's running for his own shift and all that. That back and forth over the years, it's a problem. So that's another aspect, I think. And then also, I feel like people come with expectations. So they feel like, oh, I'm coming for greener pastures. And then when things don't move as planned, when things don't go as planned, they tend to pour their frustration on their spouse. Yes. And then before you know, there's constant back-to-back arguments and all that. And then before you know, you're drifting apart. You can't talk to each other again because majority of the time you're beefing each other and stuff like that. There's tension in your home. So of course the marriage cannot be sweet again. Before you know, one person is just like, I can't take it anymore. And then you start drifting apart. So the factors, there are so many, really. There are really a lot. So
one key thing I picked from what you said is understanding your family or your marriage dynamics, even in all decisions you take. To say, okay, you guys prioritized your marriage and said, oh, well, this account thing didn't work for me back there, but what is our goal as a couple here? This is what will work for us, and you decided to give it a chance instead of running with that mindset you had that it's not going to work for you. So even in the choice of jobs, I'm sure you guys have thought about it that let's take this kind of job. There are so many juicy jobs that you might have gone for that won't give you any time. You just want to
exactly.
But prioritizing your marriage should have even enough time, because I'm aware you guys came. You came to this town for an event, and going back, you were able to say, let's take time off work, let's go for this event. It's going to give us time to bond more for spiritual emphasis. You came for a spiritual program, and that's part of bonding. Some people are too busy to even have that time, and all in chase of money, but at the expense of bliss in the home. So that's one thing I got from you. So understanding your family, and you prioritized your marriage to say, okay, it's marriage above all else, above money, above hustling. Because after all the hustling, you come back home, to your marriage. In how many years? How knitted would you still be after you made all the wealth and everything? Thank you very much. Thank you. I've gleaned a lot from you guys. Is there any other thing we didn't touch, or something that is perturbing to your mind and you want to share?
Yeah, for me, I would say is that intentionality. I know I can't remember how many times we've mentioned intentionality right now, but you have to be intentional. Like you just mentioned, rest, and like even coming for this event, we had to plan it. And I would say that we did a lot of these things in Nigeria, but it wasn't as proactive. Do you get? So you need to like plan everything, including like spending time with your spouse and like I don't know, like everything we do is spending time with each other, Sha, because like aside when maybe he goes to work and all of that, if it's like a Saturday morning and we decide to do chores, like we are doing it together. It's like it's house chores or housework, but we are together. So I'm in the kitchen trying to like meal prep or something. He's cleaning. We are playing music. We are gisting. It's time with each other. Do you understand? So it's that intentionality of okay, even though I'm meal prepping and maybe he's cooking or cleaning, like you said, it's prioritizing, it's for the family's goal. Do you get? So I'm meal prepping for the week. That means we would save time on like the time that would spend to be cooking during the week.
Yeah.
So now when he comes back and he's tired or something, if he wants to rest, he can go and rest. If I want to rest, I can go and rest because there's nothing much to do. It's just to like heat the food and it's ready. After we have that rest time, he likes to like maybe watch movies or something. I'm not so much of a movie person, but I was intentional in knowing that okay, he likes to watch movies and adaptability. Let me spend more like to spend time with him. I'm watching movies with him. You get? So even in the busy schedule of like going to work and all of that, sometimes we incorporate like he can just walk me to like the bus station or the train station. If he's going to work at my home, I can just walk him. It's like 5-10 minutes as much as you're tired or something. Sometimes work is even good for your overall health, but it also helps you to like just bond. Okay, tell me about your day. In that 5 or 10 minutes, you spend time. If there's something that is a burden to you, you can like share it with each other at that time. And also these walks and like little times when we are playing music, it's like worship music. It's still like communion with God and all of that. So in between like different shifts, there's still like 5 minutes or 10 minutes where you can pray together. And you know, in the place of prayer, if you're a Christian, like when you pray, it's like the burden on your heart that you pray, and your partner may not know. If we have more time, yeah.
Yeah.
If we have more time and it's like a devotion or like we have time to like share the word and discuss it, what do you think? What is practical here for you? From that little time, you're getting to like know your partner more. And I think there was even a time we had a conversation of like, how do you think you've changed in the like when you were in Nigeria and how you are now? What do you think has changed about you? Or what has changed for me? Just that constant communication. And I don't know, you may not have all the time to say, oh, let's go here for like this whole week, but what you do on a daily basis with each other really matters. So that intentionality, I'll say, is key.
Intentionality is it
You have to
it's just
plan everything,
if you're not
schedule
intentional, you
everything.
have other things that will take your time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You prioritize other things. It will just be months after months, and you're just going like this. I'm still settling. I'm still settling. And for 5 years, you're still settling.
Exactly.
You are still hustling. You're still packing all the shifts. So you just have to say, oh, these are the ones on my schedule. These are the things that will take more of my time than the others. Amazing. Thank you so much. It's so
Thank
great
you.
talking with
welcome.
you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank
You
you.
have
Edith
anything
and
else?
Prince.
Well, I think just something little. Just you have to relearn your partner. I would say the way my wife was when we got married is not the way she is now. So you have to keep relearning your partner. You can't say I fully know her. If there are some times where before we got married, like I like to post. I'm a public person, so I like to post. Just do a video or tutorial of her pictures on her birthday. But then some years she'll say don't post, and I won't post. So sometimes people don't even know it's my wife's birthday. For people that know, they're like, happy birthday to your wife. Why? Like I've not seen anything and stuff like because people know how I post. So sometimes they're like, what's happening? I'm like, yeah, no worries. Everything's fine. So sometimes she's like, don't post. And I respect that because I know she just likes to be in her shell sometimes and she doesn't like too much attention. I'm the one that likes attention. So because if I post, everybody knows it's her birthday, they start messaging her and calling, and she doesn't like all that.
So you've told the whole world my secret.
So I'll say relearn your partner. It's not every year you buy perfume for your partner as a birthday gift. So yes, exactly. So sometimes she wants perfume, sometimes she doesn't. So just listen to her. Sometimes she's like, I'm tired, and just let her rest. You know, I learned that like a lot before we left Nigeria. Like once she says I'm tired, I know she's tired. So once she says I'm tired, I just let her sleep. And then I know she's not a deep sleeper. So I just tiptoe out of the room and just let her sleep. So I'll say relearn your partner, because you can't use the knowledge of last year or even yesterday, because people change. I'm tempted to say women, but men as well.
Yeah, men
Because
change.
yes, exactly.
I can say that.
So so I'll say relearn your partner. Don't get over familiar and say, oh, I know you, I know now my wife like okra soup, and then you now go get okra. You be like, no, it's a goosey I wanted. You be like, oh, I thought you like okra. So always relearn, and then also ask, because if you're confused, it will be wise to ask. Be like, what do you want for your birthday? And then she just be like, I just want to watch movie. You be like, you don't want dinner, you don't want to do photo shoot. You say, no. I want a quiet birthday. You be like, wow. Because you imagine where you're saving to do photo shoot. You want to fly out to Greece and do 10 countries in 1 week. But then she'll just be like, no, I just want to spend it quiet. Wow. So it's always good to relearn your partner, because people evolve.
Yeah, amazing. I can't that one I just got it. I thought it was just sometimes when you hear things from another person, it just kind of validates what you're feeling.
Yeah.
And the seasons of life, moving to another place, people change with it. That's why people say, oh, when I got married to this person, it was not like this. No, the person is evolving.
Yeah.
Maybe the person was a 30-year-old and the person has moved now. In 2 years, a lot has changed.
Yeah.
When you knew the person was in the country, has not seen a lot of things. And now the person has moved, and then it's a different life. Even the person does not, you are not even capable of who you will be in the next 5 years.
Exactly.
Because some things have not happened to you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes, sometimes I just look at my husband and say, is it the same as my married? Because I don't let's not go into that. You just like, is it the same person? I didn't know that this person is capable of doing this kind of thing. A lot has changed. We're only hoping that we'll always evolve to be, more better versions of ourselves. But situations can just come and bring out another version of that person, and that person doesn't even know that they would react or respond that way. Sometimes I look at myself and say, is this still me? I never knew I can do this, possibly because I didn't have this, or I wasn't exposed to the kind of information I am exposed to now. So I can actually say some things and say, oh, I don't really say a yes or a no. I'll just say depending on a lot of factors, Thank you again. I've learned a lot, and I really want to say thank you for granting us this talk from your heart. We could see it. I've known you guys for 3 years now. I have seen how you guys have evolved and radiating. There have been challenges, pulling through and becoming better versions of yourself. Please keep doing it and spreading the love.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, guys. All right, thank you, everyone. Thank you. So hoping you catch up with our next series. We'll be coming up with another couple and in another circumstance. So don't fret, don't lose it. Just keep your notification button or the bell on, and I'll see you in the next video.
Oh, Lord.